Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. I hope that you are doing amazing. Today we are creating this very euphoria style look with the jewels and the pink and the blue, and we are going to be using this Scott Barnes limited edition palette. I'm just going to show you a little sneak peek. 40 shades. She is a beauty. So if you want to see all the tea on that palette and see how I got this eye look, well then just keep on watching. Alrighty, so my base is complete. I just went ahead and did that. I used my Danessa Myricks, the Vision Cream covers. I have the shades N04 and N07. Mix those to get my perfect foundation shade, and then just use N04 for my concealer shade. Use my RCMA powder to just be able to set everything down, and we filled in our brows. That's all we have today because we are going to be using the Scott Barnes Holiday Palette, and this is just such a beauty. We have 40 eyeshadow shades with tons of different ranges, some mattes, some pressed glitters, some shimmers. Then we have 5 blushes, 3 highlighters, some contour, and some bronzer, and I am so excited to be able to use this. Scott Barnes is known as J.Lo's makeup artist, and he's just also very known for that sculpted, beautiful look. I've been wanting to try his makeup out for quite a while, but it is a little on the pricier side. I mean, this box was also pretty pricey. It was $225, and it is still on sale, but they did mention that it is limited edition, so once it's gone, it's gone. So if you've ever wanted to test out Scott Barnes makeup, I think this is such a great way to do so. Although you're paying a good chunk of money because it is a lot, you're getting so much for a good price. Like, his contours on their own are pretty much like in the 60s or 50s and 60s, as is. Eyeshadow can probably cost a little more. So I thought the bundle was amazing. I asked her for Christmas, and I am just so excited to be able to dive in and use it. So that's what we'll be using today for the face, for the eyes, and all that good stuff. I'm thinking I want to do like an euphoria themed eyeshadow look, and that for me is just rhinestones, crystals, pops of color. So I'm thinking I want to do something like pink. I have some rhinestones here as well too that I want to be able to use. So let's just dive on in and get started with the look. For starters, we can do the base of our face, and I am just gonna go in with a contour shade first, just to be able to see which one I want to be able to do. This palette is humongous, so I am going to try to show you guys the color that I'm using, but also like trying to hold it. So I'm just going to go in with this color right here, Precise, which is like the cool tone color. And I love too that this box, first of all, that it has a little music, which is so cute, but it's like ballerina themed, which is really, really pretty and really, really nice. I can appreciate that. So I'm going to just take that. We're going to just put it right on in here, and we're going to start to sculpt. And now, one thing I've been seeing a lot of makeup artists are doing now, and a lot of just like a lot of people in the makeup community as is just kind of putting things a little higher than you would typically do to just be able to lift. That's kind of trending right now. Everyone is like all about lifting the face. So I am just going to try and take that contour a little higher than what I would typically do. And she is pigmented, she is showing up, I can see that. We're definitely gonna have to like blend that bad boy out nice and well, but I just want to be able to put that where I would contour, and then we'll take that warmer color called Grande and we will bronze up the skin. Okay, so now we're gonna switch over to those bronzer shades, and that's gonna be Cavalier and Grande, and I'm gonna just mix those two. And we're gonna start to just put that over where I put the contour to just start to warm up the face. Oh my God, do you see that? Jeez. It looks so intense on there. I'm definitely just starting to blend it with the brush, and then we'll go over with a sponge to just make sure that everything is nice and blended. So I do know from viewing his video with Tati a few years ago that he does go pretty intense, then kind of just makes sure that everything is nice and blended. So that's kind of the idea of what I'm doing, just making sure that I have that powder where I want it, and then we're gonna take the time to really blend these out and make sure that it looks nice and seamless. But first initial thought on the bronzer and contour, I love it. I love it. I love that, first of all, the color shows up on my skin. I feel like that is constantly a challenge when it comes to bronzers. they're just not deep enough, so they are like my skin color. But this one pretty much like she was on the skin, and although it went on pretty intense because that color Precise was very, very deep for my skin tone, it blended out so well. There's no harshness, there's nothing like that. I can go in with a brush and just be able to really blend everything out. They work so well together, and I feel like my face is nice and bronzed. So you can always add to it. I know I'm also like, I'm looking on the monitor and it looks like I have nothing on, but then I have my mirror and in front of me it's like, she's pretty intense for real life. So I like that. I like that you can play around with it. You can make it wearable, but you can also, like, I'm pretty sure he uses these products on his clients who are in front of a camera and things like that. So you can build the intensity, you can make it wearable like I have it here, but you can build on it. So I love that so far. I'm gonna go in with blush, and since I want to go like heavy on the eyes, we're gonna do some rhinestones. I think I want to do some pink and like a shimmery blue or something along those lines. I'm gonna take it very soft on the blush, so I think I'm gonna just go with like a mix of this really light pink in the front, this really light pink right here, and then I think I'm gonna mix some of this one right here. I think those two colors together might mix very, very nice. Oh yay, it can come out even better. I was trying to pull it out without breaking it, but I'm glad that that just happened on its own. So I'm gonna just mix those two, literally just mixing these two colors together. Honestly, I'd probably mix like all the colors together to just be able to get a really nice color. And I'm just gonna start placing it up here. Biggest worry was just that this would be kind of like too intense. So I'm really, really enjoying that I can, you know, use it for an everyday look as well too, and also just be able to build. I think that's kind of what I'm loving the most. So I'm gonna just take those same two blush shades and we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Next up we have highlighters. So we have these 3 highlighters right here. So this one is more, let me see if I can put it so you can see it a little less. This one is more of like a light pink, a gold, and a deeper pink. So I am gonna just go with that spotlight color, which is the gold. I think that would be the one that would look best on my skin. And also just with this look, since I already have some pink, so we're just gonna put that on top. Oh, that's very nice. You see that? That's very pretty. Just gonna put some of that, and I'm just trying to look into it to make sure. I want to be able to describe it for you guys. It's very reflective, but I don't see like any shimmer or like glitter particles, which I can really, really appreciate. So that looks stunning. I love that. So I love, once again, that we're able to just test out a bunch of his formulas. We have tried so far his contour, his bronzer, his blush, and now his highlights. So I really love that this set allows me to explore so many of his formulas and colors. And also, if I love it and like it, then I know that that is a brand that I will continue to explore. The thing I love about these sets that come with like multiple different formulas and products for you to be able to use in one, it's a great way to be able to explore a brand and see if you like it or not without having to buy all the individual products. So this one for me, so far, face products are a win, and honestly didn't expect anything less. I love when makeup artists create their own products because they are legit makeup artists. This is their full-time job and they've been doing this for years. So I trust that they know the formulas that would work best and all of that. So I've been really enjoying just exploring brands created by makeup artists. So this is no exception. This is what we're looking like. I did just take a little bit of powder and just kind of like put a little bit down here to be able to clean up the look. And now we can go into the eyes. Now this, I'm gonna just show you guys the colors, or like tell you the colors, because the light box, every time I open it, will make noise. So I'm trying to like open it without it making noise, but that's kind of impossible. So bear with me. I'm gonna just show you guys the colors that I want to be able to work with. This color right here called Dewdrop is speaking to me in every and any language. It is a beautiful, reflective blue. It's like a pink base with blue reflex, and that is my kind of color. So I definitely want to use this over the eye. I want to incorporate somehow this pink, so maybe in the outer corner. So we'll use as many of these colors as I possibly can to be able to create that shade. Oh, this is good to know. She stops playing after a while. That's good. Okay, perfect. So I want to be able to just use these colors like I mentioned, and I just want to swatch some of these colors that just like scream out to me. This Everly After, and I'll swatch it on my hand because I know the lights are blowing it out, but some of these shimmers just look absolutely beautiful. This color Crown and this color Timpani are also pressed glitters, so they look like this, which is very nice. I won't be using those, but I'll be using some of those other colors. So let's just dive on right in. I'm gonna just get my brush and I'm just gonna swatch that for you. So this is the first color that I was telling you guys about, and that looks so beautiful. Then we have that second color. I just swatched the random pink, and then we have the glitter. So this is what some of the shades look like. Very reflective, very beautiful. I think they'll end up being beautiful, beautiful eye toppers. So we're just gonna start off with a crease shade, and I'm gonna just take the color Celesta. I'm gonna take a blending brush and we'll just get started on this. I'm gonna take that brown and we are just gonna start putting it on the outer edge and just blend that in. Very pigmented, didn't expect anything less. I already kind of got that from the face powders, so I'm loving that, and it's blending so nicely. I'm just gonna continue to put it on the outer corner and then blend that in. So this is what we're looking like so far. Okay, wow, these eyeshadows are blending so beautifully. Like, okay, I am absolutely loving that. Honestly, I would say the formula so far feels very Natasha Denona, Pat McGrath style, which obviously as well, they are makeup artists. So I just love that these shades are so blendable. So I'm just taking a clean brush to just make sure that everything is nice and blended. So that is kind of just like the crease shade that I wanted to be able to do. Now I want to go into that Strawberry Snow. So it's that bright pink color. And it looks like it's a little crazy. It looks like it's very, very pigmented, but we're gonna play with some color. This is what she looks like. And I just wanna put some of that in the crease. I don't know why, but I do. We're just gonna start placing that on the crease. And I'm just gonna start by just patting it on the spot. And she is showing up, which is very, very impressive. I'm also just like tapping off the excess. So I'm just gonna start tapping it in, and then we'll blend it out, because I'm thinking I want like this part to be nice and pink, and then we'll put that beautiful icy blue topper in the inner corner of the lid, and then we can play around with the rhinestones. So I am just gonna just place it, like I said, where I want it, and then we can blend. Honestly, like, holy cow, this is literally so pigmented. Like, wow. And so now that I've placed the pink where I want it, I'm gonna just take a clean blending brush and we're just gonna start cleaning out those edges to make sure that everything is nice and blended before we put that nice shimmer on the inner corner. So now that we have the pink where we want it for right now, I'm gonna just take that beautiful dewdrop color and we're gonna put it in the inner corner of the eye. So I'm just gonna, oh my goodness, these are the colors that I live and breathe for. Like, oh my gosh. This reminds me so much of my most favorite eye topper ever from Urban Decay called Solstice. And this is stunning. It's stunning. It's giving me definitely like cotton candy vibes, and I am here for it. So I'm just gonna do that same thing on the other eye. Of course, make sure that everything is nice and blended. Once that is complete, we have a minimal fallout, which I can appreciate and love. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. And then what I want to also just be able to do is with the deepest shadow, I don't know if I want to do black or maybe this really beautiful burgundy, we're just going to create a liner with the eyeshadow, and then we can get to the rhinestone addition that I want to be able to do, and then the look will be complete. So now I'm going to take a really precise brush and I'm going to just go into this deep black color called Midnight. I know that in Euphoria, a lot of the looks that they do are like very bold or like glittery colors and then a nice liner. So I did just want to go in with a liner, but nothing too intense. So I am gonna just use the same palette like I mentioned, and we're just gonna create a liner with the shadow. I don't want anything too crazy. I just want something to just be able to help accentuate the lid. So this is the eyeshadow for the most part. We are almost all done. Now I do just want to add some rhinestones. I think I want to put like one right here and then kind of just two smaller ones. Let's see what, you know, we come up with or what works. I'm gonna put a little bit of lash glue where I want the rhinestones to stick. I did that before and it really helped it stick. So I'm just gonna put it like right here, let's see. I think I wanna do like one like that. I probably honestly should have used like the clear glue, right? I should have done that. But I'm gonna just grab my first rhinestone, which is a little bigger, and we're gonna place that right on top. Okay, this is a lot harder than I thought it would be. Okay, yeah. So we're gonna place it right where I want that one to be. So I'm thinking I want the rhinestone like here and then here. We're gonna do that same thing. And then I think I wanna put like a smaller one, kind of just like 1, 2, and then 1. We'll see how it looks, but that's kind of the idea. I actually just switched over to this pen that I use when I do nail art because it helps capture the rhinestones. So that actually helps a lot. So if you have that, or if you work with rhinestones a lot and the tweezer is just not working for you, check out getting something like this. It just holds it a lot easier and makes it so much easier to apply. So we have those rhinestones. Oh, that looks pretty cute. Alrighty, so the look is complete and I am completely obsessed with it. I added the jewels. We kind of just like mimicked a wing just over the lid so that you can see it a bit more. Put some mascara and some lips, and that pretty much concludes the entire look. I love this so much. It definitely was quite some money, but I definitely do think that it's worth it. Every shade that I used so far has worked so wonderfully and I am just obsessed with it. I cannot wait to continue to use this, and I love it so much. There's so many different colors to play around with, textures, formulas, and they all blend so well. So thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed the video and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.